If you're running a food truck, you know your point of sale system is the absolute heart of your operation. But what happens when that heart just stops right in the middle of the lunch rush?
Oh no, not now. Come on, work. I'm losing customers.
Today, we're diving into a major showdown for any mobile kitchen: Toast versus Fuego. We're going to look at the hardware, the software, the hidden costs, and figure out which one is actually built for life on the road. So let's start with a question that I'm guessing is going to hit a little too close to home. It's noon. The line is wrapping around the block, the orders are flying, and then suddenly, nothing. Your system is down. It is the single biggest nightmare for any food truck owner. Look, this isn't just some tech glitch. When your POS dies during peak hours, you're not just losing a couple of sales. You're losing momentum, you're losing customer trust, and you are literally losing money with every single person who gives up and walks away. It's a full-blown business crisis. Let's just call this what it is: the mid-rush POS crash. It's that awful moment where the technology you depend on completely fails you when you need it the absolute most. And this isn't some hypothetical situation. It is happening to people right now. Just listen to Dick's Dog's food truck. They said, and I'm quoting here, they were losing hundreds in sales every time Toast went down during peak hours. That is a direct hit to your bottom line, all because the system just couldn't hang. But the problem often goes way deeper than just the software. A lot of the time, it comes down to the physical tools you're forced to use. With Toast, there's a fundamental hardware mismatch for the tight, crazy fast environment of a food truck. Toast really forces you to make a compromise. You're either wrestling with a big, clunky countertop system that was designed for a brick-and-mortar restaurant, or you're trying to make do with a tiny, limited handheld. Neither one is what a food truck actually needs, which is a flexible, mobile, tablet-based workflow that can actually keep up. And let's get specific about Toast's main mobile device, the Go 3. The limitations are, frankly, kind of unbelievable. It can't connect to your kitchen display system, it can't connect to your receipt printer, it can't even connect to your cash drawer. So what happens? You're forced to buy their giant countertop terminal just to get basic functionality, which totally defeats the whole purpose of being mobile. So that's the problem laid out pretty clearly. What's the answer? Well, it's a system that was actually built for a food truck from day one. And that brings us to Fuego, a POS designed from the ground up to solve these exact frustrations. The difference with Fuego is obvious right out of the box. Their starter bundle isn't just a collection of parts you hope will play nice together. It's a complete, integrated system. You get a 5G tablet for orders, another 5G tablet for your kitchen, a payment pin pad, a cash drawer, a printer, and the best part? It all just works together seamlessly. And it's not just about the gear, right? With Fuego, the really critical software you need to actually run your business, we're talking inventory management, food costing, sales analytics, it's all included in the price. There are no surprise fees or paywalls just to unlock the tools you need to stay profitable. Now, that all sounds great, but let's get to what really matters: your money. How do these differences actually affect your bank account? Well, when you look at the numbers, it's pretty staggering. Let's just put the big number right out front. Based on the data for a typical food truck, your total savings in the very first year after switching from Toast to Fuego is nearly $2,000. So, where does that number come from? It's not magic. It breaks down into three huge areas. First, software fees. You save over $900 a year. Second, installation. Fuego's is free, so that's another $250 you keep. And finally, processing fees. On $100,000 in sales, you're saving almost $800. It adds up really, really fast. I mean, just look at the software cost alone. Toast is going to start you at $127 a month for the features a food truck needs. Fuego gives you all those same features and then some for just $49. That's a real saving every single month that goes straight back into your business. And don't sleep on those processing fees. Toast's rate is just significantly higher. So on $100,000 in card sales, that difference means you're handing Toast an extra $790 a year. With Fuego, that's your money. It stays in your pocket as a reward for all your hard work. Okay, I know exactly what a lot of you are thinking right now. This sounds amazing, but switching my entire POS system, that sounds like an absolute nightmare. And that's the biggest fear, right? That making the change will cause the very downtime you're trying to get away from. Fuego was built specifically to get rid of that fear. The whole setup process is designed to be this simple. You unbox the equipment, you plug it in, and you start taking orders. That is it. There's no complicated installation, no long configuration process. And here's the key part, the guarantee. The system arrives at your door already configured with your menu and your settings. You don't have to schedule an expensive technician or shut down for a whole day to get set up. You can literally be up and running within hours of that box arriving. It is designed for a zero downtime switch. So the real question to ask yourself is this: what could an extra $2,000 mean for your business next year? What new equipment could you buy? What kind of marketing could you finally run? And maybe more importantly, what is the peace of mind worth knowing your system is not going to die during your next record-breaking lunch rush? That's the real takeaway here.